If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Game 1 of 272 this regular season. The Thursday night opener, the kickoff game. And the National Football League season begins anew. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Williams in motion. He's inside the 40. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he is gone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New York.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. Now, faking the give. This one caught by Wallace. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs. So, 1 quarter. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. The extra point is good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll run with Gibbs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Quinton Williams there to make the play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll let this one go long for Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
The Lions call their first timeout. Third and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A run here with Hall. And he's in! Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Jets have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Now Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They hand it to Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. He's got his man. It's Jefferson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Finding room at midfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Jets have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jets. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. He'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Back to the air once more on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And mark them down up beyond the 30.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, left side. He's got it. 13 yards on that pass play, and the Jets have a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
19 more on that one, and another first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
He'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They motion a receiver right. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 32 on the carry. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Jets add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 2. He is past the 20, but there is a marker down. Let's get the call. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I won't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That'll be batted away, incomplete. coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs with a first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll drop to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Keely Ringo.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. Room to run at the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Jets stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. back to throw here to begin the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
From the gun, here's a handoff. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Here we go. One final play. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the season off on the right foot. The winners in the NFL kickoff game, the Thursday night opener of this regular season. So that'll do it.